For many years, especially in the mid-2000s, the term Original Ronaldo was commonly used in the reference to Ronaldo Nazario de Lima. Fans, commentators, analysts and pretty much anyone who had the reason to refer to the legendary Brazilian forward used the term at will. During his career, he went by the nickname O Phenomena and is widely considered as one of the greatest players of all time. As a multifunctional striker who brought a new dimension to the position, Ronaldo has been an influence for a generation of strikers that have followed him. He retired around 12 years ago and many young fans are not aware how brilliant he was. But how good Ronaldo was actually? Let's look into it. Ronaldo broke onto the scene at the Brazilian club Cruzeiro, where he scored 44 goals in 44 games. He was world class well before his 20th birthday. Despite being young, he was included in the World Cup winning Brazil squad of 1994, following which he was scouted by European side PSV Eindhoven. The striker was world class there, where he spent 2 seasons scoring 54 goals in just 57 games. Scoring these many goals at such a young age is not at all normal. Everyone knew there was something special about him. This 19-year-old was slowly gaining reputation for his pace, acceleration, body balance, close control and a unique technique which awed both fans and pundits. Soon enough, La Liga giants FC Barcelona came knocking, where Ronaldo played for just one season in the 96-97 season, but what a year he had, scoring a whopping 47 goals in just 49 games. He also became the youngest player to ever win the FIFA World Player of the Year award, a record that stands to date. With his help, FC Barcelona won the Copa del Rey and UEFA Cup Winners' Cup. His outstanding season saw him win the Ballon d'Or, making him the youngest ever player to win this award. At the age of 21, Ronaldo had already won the World Cup and 2 FIFA World Player of the Year awards. The following season, Italian side Inter Milan signed him for a world record fee. Ronaldo continued to show how brilliant he was. In his first season at Inter Milan, he scored 25 league goals and was crowned the best player in Italy. He inspired the Italian side to victory in the UEFA Cup. After this, he travelled with the Brazilian squad for the 1998 World Cup with great expectations. Brazil were the favourites and they even reached the finals. But in the final, Ronaldo performed like a shadow of the player who had blundered his way to more than 80 goals and countless awards in the previous 2 years. He was injured in a collision with the French keeper Barthez, but this was not the reason for his poor performance. After a few days, the shocking truth was revealed. Ronaldo had been rushed to the hospital after suffering a convulsion in his sleep the night before the final. Brazil lost the game 3-0. Sadly, things did not end there. On November 21, 1999, tragedy struck again, as he ruptured a knee tendon while playing in a Serie A clash. After surgery and 5 months of rehabilitation, he returned on April 12, 2000. But he played only 7 minutes in the Coppa Italia finals before being injured again. A person involved with any sport would know that a knee injury is the most common career-ending injury. Many people had written off Ronaldo, the reason being that even after rehabilitation, a person loses a huge chunk of pace. And Ronaldo's game relied heavily on frightening acceleration and pace. But Ronaldo's story wasn't over. He proved everyone wrong and against all odds returned to action for Inter in 2002, scoring 7 goals in 14 games. He had changed his game style, relying lesser on pace and more on technique. The Brazilian showed his new style in the 2002 FIFA World Cup to devastating effect, where he guided Brazil to another World Cup, scoring 2 goals in the final. He scored 8 goals in the tournament and won the MVP, also winning the FIFA World Player that year. After looking at his outstanding performance in the World Cup, Real Madrid bought him for 45 million and was given a hero's reception by the fans. Doing what he has always done best, Ronaldo thanked his fans with 2 goals on his debut. Despite a series of injuries, Ronaldo went on to score 104 goals in 184 games over the period of 5 years at the club and won the La Liga in 2003 and 2007. He later took his revenge on Barthez, who had collided into and injured him in the 98 World Cup final, with a stunning hat-trick away to Manchester United, which earned him a standing ovation from the Old Trafford faithful. Ronaldo played in the 2006 World Cup despite doubts being raised over his fitness and his weight. He ended up breaking Gerd Muller's record and became the all-time World Cup top scorer with 15 goals. Ronaldo was later transferred to AC Milan, where he scored 8 goals from 20 games, and for the third time he injured his knee. Everyone, including Pele, had written him off. Milan did not renew his contract at the end of the season. But Ronaldo again proved everyone wrong. He signed for Corinthians, where he scored 30 goals in 55 appearances. Many potentially great footballers have had career-threatening injuries. Michael Owen, someone who was once feared for his lightning pace, faced the same injury as Ronaldo, and he could never return to become half the player he once was. Tiger Woods, Joe Cole, Gary Neville and many more athletes have had career-ending injuries and could never return to their best form. There's a thin line that separates the great from the rest. It is definitely a hard task to become the best. What's harder? To become the best, fall, be written off and then rise to become the best again. Hey, by the way, I work really hard on these videos and it would be really great if you just like the video and subscribe to my channel.